When was that part of, or was that something you guys were still working on, like to either get funded on its own or like to be a stretch goal? Because I was super excited about that.
Yeah, that'll probably end up being its own crowd. So we've been trying to like test crowdfunding this entire time essentially, and now that we've worked it out or it's actually working, that eventually I'd love to get that one crowdfunded as well, because we've got a good chunk of it made, but yeah, we still have to pay the guy. Right. And then after that, we there's two things that we have to be worried about. One is server space, so whether or not we host it or we get it hosted someplace else. I would prefer to host it, but that would cost more again. There was something that he was going to help set us up so that we wouldn't have to host it. But in the future, definitely.
If you're looking to host games too, that might be, you know, kind of like killing two birds with one stone, getting some more server space, and then you can have like games that save, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's kind of the deal where it's like we're gonna want it. Like we're definitely going to want our own servers at one point, or at some point. But until that moment, we're trying to figure out is it. Because once we get it, like if we get enough subscribers to it, that alone will help pay for the servers. But if we don't know that we're going to get that amount of people up front, paying for the servers up front would be very costly. So it's like we gotta like figure out how to walk that line and make sure we can get there cleanly.
Yeah, we were looking at the same thing too when we were, you know, approaching games and like how we're going to do it, you know, like, so we just, right now it's just strictly apps because we don't have to host it. So like you said, it's just a little costly to do that up front if you don't know kind of like what your customer base is going to be, how popular your games are and stuff like that. It's, you know, obviously something down the road, you start investing into your product, and that'll be one of the things that we invest in as well.
Yeah, well, we'll let you know if we get server space first, and then you know then we can do it where we're like we rent out part of it as opposed to you know, people having to get their entire own servers, which that would be nice because we could help other indie game developers who can't afford to, you know, buy their own servers. So.
Well, make sure you like you said, you were gonna try and cookie cutter the map thing too. So we're interested in having a map of our own on our website. So yeah, if you guys can do that, we're definitely interested as well. So.
Yeah, definitely.
I would like to figure out the actual name for the map though, because.
What do you mean, like the game itself?
Yeah, like the name. Like I guess you just call it
S&C map.
Yeah. But he's like, I didn't know it was coming together. I was like, oh shit.
You know what you could do is maybe you could title like the entire idea as like the playable universe, right? And then you just have whoever cookie cutters it has their own section of that playable universe. But you just title the entire idea, you know, the playable universe.
I didn't even think about that. We could even have that where like there's one login portal. But like they could enter our universe or enter someone else's universe.
See, this for the viewers at home. Every time that we have a conversation like this, like it ends up mushrooming into like these ridiculous ideas. So this is pretty normal for us.